Now there's something big. So we got a railway passenger car at 600,000. Wow. A 2023 Mercedes-Benz for $3,000. But construction crane, hadn't even thought of that, for 65,000. In this video, I'm gonna be looking for the biggest products that I can dropship. I'm gonna show you how I create the brand, the product page, and then the ads to go with it. So let's get straight into the video. The first thing I'm gonna do is jump over to AliExpress to see what kind of products we can get. I wonder what happens if I just search for big products. Ooh, am I over 18? I wonder what kind of big products we have in store. Okay, that's a big product. Here's some big swans. What else do we have? These aren't really big products, although that isn't what I expected. So there's a whole other side to AliExpress that I haven't been exposed to until now. Alright, so that didn't work so well. I'm thinking like bigger than a couch. What could we do? Maybe a pool. Now that's a big product. So we could do a really big pool. Just gonna write pool in our list. What else could we do? What happens if I look at house? Ooh, inflatable bubble tent. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna write that too. I was hoping for some kind of house, but it looks like I'm not gonna get that. Let's see tent. Now that's a pretty big tent. An 8-person tent. Why do I get these gaps on my screen? Just ask ChatGPT, what are the biggest products I can dropship? Let's see. Fitness equipment, tech gadgets, smart home devices. These aren't big. I think it's misunderstood what I mean by big. Athleisure wear. Okay, I just told ChatGPT that when I mean big. And I think it's understanding now. We've got things like sofas, fridges, washing machines, large trampoline. That's a good idea. I wonder about a home gym system. Let's see. So we've got a full multifunctional home gym. So there's another one. Okay, that's pretty much the biggest thing I could see there. What else did ChatGPT say? Let's see what comes up for fridge. I'll try a big fridge. Somehow the fridges got smaller when I asked for a big fridge. Oh, here's one. Supermarket restaurant big size refrigerator for $2,000. Okay, so that's another good idea. What else did ChatGPT have? Large printers, washing machines, a bed frame. Let's try a bed frame. Okay, so we've got our king beds. It's also not so unique, so I'm not so keen on a king bed unless I see a really cool one. Some of these neon ones, I could see myself sleeping on one of those. That's kind of nice. King bed with oversized padded backrest. Not too impressed with the beds, although there are some cool looking ones. How can we look for big items? What about vehicles? What kind of vehicles do they sell? Try van. So they got Van Gogh, not quite what I was looking for. Let's try cars. I've got a lot of toy cars. Let's try automobile. Okay, I think there's a bit of a language barrier between us because we're not getting vehicles, we're getting all sorts of accessories. That's when we try Alibaba because I believe that Alibaba is gonna solve our problems. Okay, now we're talking. So you can actually buy cars on Alibaba. Wow, a 2023 Mercedes-Benz for $3,000. I don't know if I can believe that. Look at this, oh, rechargeable. I was getting really excited about seeing a car for $50, $730. Wow, the prices here aren't so bad. There we go. Now there's something big. So we got a railway passenger car at 600,000. I think we're getting closer to the mark now. I'm gonna mark that down. Also keep in mind that the bigger this product gets, the smaller my market also gets. So there is a balance between the two. The market for railway passenger cars, I imagine, isn't so big. I'm liking these cars. I wonder if I could actually sell a car. I had another idea. Maybe we can sell a bus. Oh wow, they've got buses for sale as well. My goodness, it looks like I could sell almost anything I want to from this site. So let's go back to houses. Do they actually sell a house on Alibaba? Wow, I can come pretty close to a full house. What is this? House, luxury prefab, 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms for 1,500 US. Look at this. This is basically a house. I've lived in a house smaller than this. Wow, look at this, a polycarbonate dome. This looks like one of the things that they sell at the park where you go for a little date and they organize and put everything nice in there so you can just rock up. So they're selling these for about $2,000 a pop. So you can actually buy a house. Okay, wow. Most popular modular house restaurant, street food prefabricated for 15 to 20K. We're really hitting the mark of big now. This one almost had me. House light steel prefab villa. This is 420. What is this? I think it's just the house lights. Okay, this is pretty big. A 30 to 40 foot luxury mobile and expandable container for 10 grand. So I think so far, of all the things we've found, you can buy a literal house and sell it. I'm gonna put that on the list. Now what's bigger than a house that I could possibly dropship? I thought I'd try field just to see what comes up, but it looks like it's just small products here. You can buy some turf, things like that. So not exactly what I was looking for. What is this? High quality manufacturer of prefabricated building steel structure. So somehow you're gonna buy steel structure for a building. We've got a whole bunch of different steel structures. Professional pickleball court, flooring. Okay, so now we're finding flooring for these stadiums and courts. I'm gonna go back to ChatGPT and see if we can get some tips on something bigger than a house. I like some of these ideas. Now we've got commercial buildings and structures. We've got industrial equipment, boats and yachts. There we go, that's one. Oh, an aircraft. Let's try boats. Okay, so we've got a 7 to 16 meter boat. Wow, look, we got one of those little infinity type pools. A 6 meter boat. What's this? Cheapest air shipping rates to China. Door to door. What are you actually buying here? Shipping to be negotiated. I think this might be one of those things where they've created a product for shipping, but it's not actually a product. Wow, what is this? Boat, totally enclosed, free fall lifeboat. Okay, we've got a modern design, big size outdoor pool. Almost $300. There's those tents again. I tried selling this product. It did alright, but it's actually really competitive. Let's try yachts. Okay, look at this yacht. It's different to what I expected. Here's one, 25 foot, good quality, nice decking, motor floating catamaran. And then now we've got some boats. The search is interesting on Alibaba because I get things that I'm not really looking for, but then I'm also kind of interested in. And what is this? A Nordic modern smooth sailing boat decoration. Okay. I like these night lights. Ooh, I would really like to go out kayaking sometime and be able to see the bottom of the water. Forgot to add bus to the list. Now what else did ChatGPT say? Aircraft. Let's try a plane. Okay, so we've got toy planes. I want some of the bigger stuff. What do we got? This is another one of those shipping things. Where's the actual plane? Popular amusement park equipment. Okay, plane, fun ground attraction. That's kind of cool. Amusement park equipment. That's another good idea. Another shipping item. Oh, look here, a hangar. This is huge. So a hangar warehouse for airplane. So it's a steel structure that you're buying. Not really what I want. I want a full product. Here we go. So a construction crane. I hadn't even thought of that. For $65,000. I'm gonna write that down. Construction crane. Now, there's a couple things that are going through my mind as I'm thinking about what products to sell. First is the market size. How big is the market? And secondly, how am I gonna reach these people? And then also have to consider who is actually willing to let me dropship this product. Look at this cherry picker. You young guys might not even know what this is or what it means. I can tell you right now, it does a lot more than pick cherries. Wow, look at this. Electric gate. That looks like a big warehouse. So it's the gate for the warehouse. Not too much in the planes, so let's take a look at our products so far. In terms of size, the supermarket fridge is big, the house is big, the railway passenger car is huge, but also a really small target market, I'd imagine. There's construction equipment. Let's take a look and see if we can see any, let's try excavator. Okay, wow. Excavators are another big product, and we could potentially sell these. In Australia, we're really big on cat products. I'm gonna put this one down as well, and now I'm gonna color the ones that I'm interested in. And I just realized that a lot of the products that I'm interested in are actually to do with plant equipment. But what I'll do now, I wanna let fate help me decide, so I'm gonna put all these into ChatGPT and see what it tells me to do. Okay, so here we go. I've asked ChatGPT to help me pick which product I should sell. I didn't think I'd actually get an answer, but ChatGPT has actually suggested excavators. And the reason is the market size, the ability to reach the market, there's a good price and there's good demand. So without thinking about it too much, let's go with excavators. Before I make my store, let's come up with a brand name. I'm gonna use ChatGPT again to help me brainstorm some ideas. We've got Titan Dig, we've got Earth Masters, Dig Force, Excavatech, which I can't pronounce properly, and Groundbreakers. Honestly, looking at the brand names, I don't really like any of them, so I'm gonna try it again. But I do like some of these slogans. I like dig deeper, build stronger, and I also like engineering excellence in every scoop. But let's come up with some better brand names. Here we go, Excavation Nation. Now we're talking. Right off the bat, I just know that's the one. I also like Excavator X and Mega Mover. These are way more creative than the first batch. But Excavation Nation, that's the way to go. So the brand is going to be Excavation Nation, and because we're talking about dirt and moving stuff, I'm going to go with the slogan, Moving Earth, Shaping Futures. So let's head over to Canva and let's bring this brand to life. I just selected Create Logo, and as you can see, I have some templates on the side here. I kind of like this big bold one. Although the letters are a bit of a pain, can't really be bothered to change each letter. Plus I think I've got too many letters for this one. So let's keep looking. Orange feels like the right kind of color. I might try to see if I can get this to work. I like the look of that. It's pretty simple. I'm not going to go overboard with the design. I think that's something I want to remind you guys of, is to just keep things simple, especially at the start. We can always come back to the logo. But I think for now, that captures the colors and the brand. Another thing I like to do is just add a circle in the background. And what this tells me is that everything will fit in a circle if I bring it into TikTok or Facebook. So there we go. There's our logo. The other thing that we're going to need is a logo stretched out. This is for our Shopify page, so we can have the logo sit nicely across the top. The other logo that we made is going to be for Facebook and TikTok. Now that we've created the logo, the mid step before we build our Shopify store is to do a bit of product research into what kind of prices we can sell, what models are popular, and then replicate that on our own Shopify store. I just went back to ChatGPT to see what kind of channels it's thinking about. This product, oddly enough, might actually not be as well suited for Facebook and TikTok. It might actually be the type of product you sell on LinkedIn. So we need to look at how much excavators actually cost. Another thing I just realized is there's probably going to be laws and rules about what kind of excavators we can sell, how we sell them, kind of permits and requirements. So that's something else I got to consider. But for the sake of this exercise, let's just try to go through, do as much as we can, but then also not go overboard. So here, this is pretty cool. So 12,500, 70,000. I wonder if these are secondhand or new. Okay, so these guys do a range of different equipment, machines for you, everything machinery. So it seems like I can actually sell these excavators for a lot more than I'm buying them for if I'm buying them for around 2K. So in Australia, we've got this website called Construction Sales. And if it's the same guys I'm thinking about, they also have car sales, boat sales, motorcycle sales. These guys cover all sorts of vehicles. I'm curious to know what kind of details that they want. So they tell you the price, looks like they tell you how many hours this thing's been running or something like that. Whatever 2100 hours relates to. They talk about the equipment. For the amount they're charging, I'm actually really surprised at how little information you get. Talk about a list of features. You get something called Cab with ROPS. And that's pretty much it for this page. Let's take a look at this Komatsu, 3,800 hours. Let me just check something. Hey Google, how many weeks is 3,800 hours?
3,800 hours is equal to 22.619 weeks.
Okay, so this thing has been running for almost half a year straight, which to me doesn't sound like that much time, but then again in the construction world, maybe that's an old machine. So here, Komatsu Australia, used excavator. Got a little bit more info, but still, for 139K, I really don't get that much info. Let's take a look at the specs. We've got our ROPS again, fuel type diesel. Wow, I feel like we put in more effort to sell a product that's $30 than something that's selling for $130,000. Is there something we're missing here? Do you pay more money and want to know less about something? So these are secondhand. It's already giving me an idea of how much you can charge, but what about brand new? Who's selling these new? Let's see if we can separate by new. So I think we could comfortably sell this product for at least 40,000. Okay, so here 64K for this Intermercado rotating grapple saw, 18-ton free shipping. Free shipping with it. We finally have a little bit more information to go from here. But even still, I write more info for a $50 product than what I see here for $65,000. Another thing I'm curious to know is how many excavators are they actually selling per month? And what's the best way to sell these? I think we can head over to Facebook. Let's see if anyone's actually selling excavators on Facebook. So I've looked up excavators. I'm gonna make sure they're all active ads. And I'm surprised to see that there's actually ads for excavators. The good thing here is there's actually a lot of image ads too. I'm just gonna add another filter for English because there's some non-English ads. So look at this, we've got image ad, image ad, image ad. There's actually not many video ads, which is interesting to me. That looks like a lot of opportunities in this niche. Another option that we have, and this is deviating away from dropshipping, is that we might be able to source one of these excavators, just hire one, but then sublease it out to other people and charge a little bit. Almost like dropshipping, but then drop hiring. So I've just clicked on one of the ads and I'm looking at the product page. So these guys sell the 3rd gen loaders, all different types of loaders here. This is a pretty nice looking website compared to some of the others I've seen. Let's take a look at this one, Mike Murdoch. This is actually just a Facebook listing. We've got another excavator for rent. Let's take a look at this one. This is someone else listing on Facebook Marketplace. So maybe they don't even build a store, they just sell it on Marketplace. I'm gonna take a look at Spartan Machinery, but they want me to call. Let's take a look at their website here, Spartan. They do a few different types of products. Let's explore their earth moving. So I'm just gonna pick any one of these. So let's try the ZE35GU. Inquiry, what's this mean? Okay, so no product info. That's a bit disappointing. You have to contact them to get more info. So I guess no one's really doing Shopify first of all, but secondly, You either have a plain website or you need to contact either directly through the contact us form or through a marketplace listing. So again, there's a get in touch button here. Nevertheless, this is just the market that we're seeing. We're seeing an opportunity here. This is me going through the motions of how I would try to sell a product. So let's continue with the exercise. The most important part is that we build a product page, we base it off our competition, we improve it, and see what we come up with. Now going back to Alibaba, there's a lot of things to consider when you pick a supplier. The amount of years that your supplier's been around is really important, as well as the reviews. I like the look of this product. I think this is the one to go with. These guys have been in business for 7 years. They got a rating of 4.8 out of 5, and I really like the design of this. They've also sold a good amount of these. I'm gonna build a store around this product. Now we're jumping in the product page. I've got a link in the description for you to get your first month with Shopify for only $1. In this video, I'm not gonna be covering all the nitty gritty, but I'm gonna show you generally how I'd approach building the product page. I'm just copying over the product title. It's called the Excavator 3.5 ton EPA Kubota engine. Not very sexy name. We can spruce that up. But let's go down to the description, copy that over. Now that I've got all the info, I'm asking ChatGPT to help me tidy up the product title and the product description. The default brand name is called Vote, but I think we can come up with a much better name. We've got the Terra Titan, we've got the Power Dig, Earthmaster Mini, and Mega Mover. I like the name Mega Mover because it goes with Excavation Nation. So we got the Mega Mover 3500. We've got a much better description now, so I'm going to copy that over. Let's go back. I'll just paste this information. I'll just save the other photos as well. Look at that. There's all the products. You can always tell a supplier ad by the way that they pan things around, and there's always an Asian in the video. It's still not a bad video. I'm going to add the extra images in here. I'm also going to stick one of the images halfway down, about here. So now I've created our product page. We've got the Mega Mover 3500. It's an excavator, 3.5 ton EPA Kubota engine. It's selling for 40 grand US, but this is Australian dollars now. The compare price is 60 grand. I've got the description here with the key features. Got a nice product image here. So this is something I whipped up really quickly. This is just to show you what you can build. Obviously, if I was really going to sell this product, I would be looking into the requirements that a country might have for the equipment. From here, I would also contact the supplier just to make sure that I can dropship this product. And like you saw, I'd be using Facebook ads to advertise this through images. But there you have it. We've gone from a concept to a real business. And we did that in the span of this video. It just goes to show you that dropshipping is so powerful for how quickly you can build a business and how it can take everyday people like you and me and make them into entrepreneurs almost overnight. Subscribe to my channel if you like this content. Follow my journey on dropshipping, and I'll see you on the next one.